Greeting folks, and welcome back to another quick wet shaving tip with your pal Douglas Smythe. And today we're going to be exploring blooming even more than we already have, just because there's a lot of misconceptions out there that I'd like to clear up. First of all, blooming is just something we do for fun, to boost the scent of our soaps. It's not how you need to shave, but if you want to get more out of your scents, this is one way of exploring that. So I'm not telling you how to live your life. Shave on. So these are some things. The biggest misconception is people always associate blooming with water, with putting water on top of the puck. That's one way. That's the wet method. But there's also the dry method that we forget about. So let's look at that today. Because a lot of people, I don't know why they haven't picked up on this one yet, but this is my last time talking about it. Okay, let's fake this is our sink. We filled it up with hot water. We're good to go. We're about to hop in the shower. Well, we're in the shower, we want to bloom a soap. But rather than put hot water on the surface of the puck, yeah, we can blow that up. We would not. We would do the dry method. We would close the lid tightly and float it in the water. Now, it should be below the water's surface, soap-wise. It's just the top of the jar that's floating. But if you really want to get crazy with it and you have one of these, you hold it, you submerge underwater with a weight or a mug or anything heavier than the soap. It'll stand there 5-10 minutes. When you're done with the shower, it'll be good to go. You open that up, it's going to fill the bathroom with scent. It's going to be awesome. Just a bouquet. And now, there's a way to get even closer with that. Or for those who are more intense, we're going to try some Katie's Bubbles here. Blooming this will really blow up. It'll just be a wall of scent hitting you. So, notice, no lid on there, but I am putting it in a Ziploc. This way I feel like it's touching. It's right on the surface of the soap, if you can see that. So that water on the surface there is making direct contact, minus the prophylactic. And again, you can get crazy with that as well. Put a weight on there or a mug, something to hold it under there. 5-10 minutes later, boom, you've just bloomed the soap. Because blooming's not about soaking. Blooming is about boosting the smell, the scent. That's what we're doing here. We're not necessarily wetting the soap. If it is a harder puck, you may want to use 2 or 3 tablespoons of hot water on the top, on the surface while you shower. That will soften the soap, make it easier to lather, and also bloom it. But that's just a byproduct. The performance thing is just a byproduct of blooming. Blooming is the most important thing. If you are privy to Parasso or Arco, get yourself a mug or bowl. Get yourself a jar or a pint glass. Fill it up with hot water. 5 or 10 minutes. If you want to save water, if your argument is you don't want to fill up your sink, take the bowl or a bowl in the shower with you and put your product in there and collect the water as you're showering. It's going to boost up the scent. There's all the soap sticks, put it in a Ziploc bag in there. And again, if you want to hold it down underwater to ensure it, the metal tins are great because they contain the heat as well. But once you open those things up, it's just going to fill your bathroom with like this fabulous burst of scent. And that, as a perfumer, like me, that's what I'm going for. That's the scent I smell in my head. That's what I want you to experience, not muted. And another thing, if you find that there's a certain soap out there that has maybe a tallow smell, or just you can smell the base formula more than the actual essential oils or fragrance oils, this is one way around that. It'll lift up the essential oils or the fragrance oils on top of that, so it'll hide or mask those base formula scents. So, that is blooming, I guess, 2.0. And that's all I have for you today, folks. Candle warmers also work. Experiment with this. Remember, this is just one other way of doing it. Not necessarily the wrong way, not necessarily the right way. This is just about blooming soap and having fun while you're shaving. Catch you later.